Hello. Today I want to talk about murder. Murder mysteries and police dramas. Do you like to watch mysteries or read mysteries? Stories usually about crime, and often they are about the hero, and that's usually a detective. Now, I like murder mysteries and stuff, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about that. And if you enjoy watching these kinds of dramas, you might need some vocabulary to talk about them. So here they are. Here it is. Let's have a look. Okay, I've got here how to talk about mysteries and police dramas. Okay, well, let's have a look. We've got 5 points here. Number one, crime. Crime is when you break the law. And this is what the police or detective will investigate. So here are some examples of crimes. Theft, that's taking something and you're not allowed to. Murder, killing somebody and you're not supposed to. Kidnapping, stealing a person and maybe trying to get money. And finally, robbery, just any kind of stealing, maybe from a bank, taking money from a bank. There are lots of dramas, and these are often the crimes. Usually murder in American TV. I don't know in Japan if that's the same. Anyway, when you have a crime, you're going to have a victim. A victim is the person who suffers. If you steal from somebody's wallet, then if you take my money, then I am the victim. If you kill me, I'm the victim. So you have a victim. Then, hopefully, in a drama, you will have a suspect. Suspect is the person you think did the crime. And often in a drama, we don't know until the end when it's revealed. Dun, dun, dun. This suspect, he was the killer, or he wasn't. In fact, it was the butler or somebody else. So every crime you have a victim and a suspect, and then you will have some kind of detective, Detective Conan, right? Usually that's the police. I've put in here cops. Did you know why we call police cops? Because traditionally they would have a copper badge made of copper, the sort of red metal. So they were called cops, copper. Anyway, so the detective maybe is from the police, or a PI, that means private investigator. Can you see that? Zoom in. PI is a private investigator. So they'll say, I'm a PI. Or an amateur sleuth. Amateur, I mean, not professional. Sleuth is another word for detective. Sometimes stories have, there's some famous Agatha Christie characters. Miss Marple is an old lady who solves crimes. That would be an amateur sleuth. We'll talk about that in a minute. And if you talk about any kind of mysteries or police dramas, they're either hard-boiled, soft-boiled, or cozy. Actually, soft-boiled and cozy is kind of the same. Hard-boiled, like an egg. When you make an egg, cook an egg, hard-boiled egg is a very solid. Soft-boiled is very gooey. And what that means, what that means for police dramas, hard-boiled means super realistic. There's lots of violence and tough guys, very hard edges. Soft-boiled or cozy would be like many English detective dramas are soft-boiled. There's somebody is killed in the library. Who is the killer? It is you. Oh no, I'm the guilty one. They're very not realistic, really, not threatening. I guess that's the difference. Hard-boiled is very threatening and scary. Soft-boiled is not really scary. So let's have a look. Some examples. Oops, I've written on here, badly written. Arthur Conan Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle is a famous author. He wrote Sherlock Holmes. And Sherlock Holmes is, I guess, he's an amateur sleuth. He's not a policeman. He's a detective, but the police hire him. And it's kind of, I don't know, is it hard-boiled or soft-boiled? Kind of in the middle. Agatha Christie, she's another famous writer. She did Murder on the Orient Express. It's a book and movie, many movies. Yeah, I guess that's kind of cozy. In these kinds of mysteries, the bad guys, they collect all the people in one room and say, and they try and work out who is the killer, who is the bad guy. It's not very realistic. And these two writers, Conan Doyle and Christie, we talk about the golden age of crime, sort of end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, up to about 1950. The golden age of crime, where the puzzle mystery. It's a puzzle, and you have to try and solve who is the killer. Aha, it's him. But Raymond Chandler, the Big Sleep American, his hero is called Philip Marlowe. He brought in a whole new way of looking at it, tried to be hard-boiled, more realistic, maybe, certainly more violent. People are killers, and the gangsters are scary, and it's not a murder in a small English village. It's drug dealers and sex crimes, and very aggressive, scary. So that's the kind of the break. Anyway, hard-boiled or cozy mysteries. These days, maybe not so much reading, it's all on TV, right? So some examples: CSI Las Vegas, CSI Crime Scene International, and NYPD Blue, New York Police Department Blue. That's what I remember recently. Maybe they're about 10 years old now. But you get there's always some police dramas. There's also courtroom dramas. A famous writer is John Grisham. He wrote The Firm with Tom Cruise. It was a movie. Oh, that must be 20, 30 years now. But a courtroom in the court, and the judge is there, and the lawyers are arguing. And that's become a kind of police drama too. So, okay, just some words and things to think about when you're thinking about mysteries. Okay, I've got 3 questions. Number 1, do you like mysteries? Which do you prefer, hard-boiled or cozy? Scary or soft? What do you think? Number 2, are there any great Japanese mysteries? Oh my goodness, look at bad spelling. Mysteries. Do they follow the same patterns? Are they hard-boiled and soft-boiled? And finally, is it healthy to watch stories about crimes such as murder? People love watching murders on TV and thrillers about catching a killer. Is it healthy to watch stories about that? Is it good for you? What do you think? Okay, I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye. Oops, stop.